Kuma kuma, kuma 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 kuma. I am alive. Let me play the music. I love this playlist. I'm still a bit late, but honestly not as late as yesterday, which is surprising because I had a lot of stuff to do since yesterday evening. I really had a lot of stuff to do, for real, because yesterday evening after I finished the stream and pretty much beat Anna. By the way, that run of Anna during BBQ was insane because, as I said, I actually played the game twice before streaming it because I couldn't wait. I wanted to already play Anna Dream BBQ when it released, and I did 2 runs of this game off stream. The first run being completely blind, and then the second run trying to find everything, observing every secret or detail of the game. The type of run, especially for this type of game where there is a lot of stuff happening during the game. I like to take my time during a second run to just observe, interact with the characters and try to do the things, the interactions that I couldn't do before. So I thought pretty much that I completed the game, but then when I played it for a third time yesterday on stream, because I wanted to do a stream run because I really like the game, I actually unlocked a part of the game that I didn't experience before, and I didn't really have the time to check yesterday after the stream. I wanted to check because I was curious, but again I got busy, so I didn't even check if actually it was a part of the game that I missed the first 2 times, or if it actually got patched during one of the updates, because the game received so many, a few updates since release. Also, just let me see, I kinda wanna get my water. And I got something to show you guys. Oh, but I don't have a glass, my glass. Let me see. I need a glass of water. I'll be back in 2 minutes because I need it. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. That was quick. I just needed a glass for my water, because usually I drink from a glass, I don't drink from the bottle, believe it or not. That's a funny story, by the way, because when I think about it, I didn't start this habit really early in my life. I remember back when I was in middle school and high school, I used to still drink sodas besides water. I was already drinking water, but I was still drinking sodas, and I didn't care. Usually I was drinking from the bottle or from the can and stuff. And then when I got at uni, it actually started when I got at uni. When I got at uni, the very first year, I actually made a friend the very first day, Again, that's kind of like a preview of, really, I should do a stream, like I said. I plan to do a stream where I will tell about all of my school years and university years. But I made a friend the very first day. And I remember after the first class, which was pretty much an introduction of what we were going to do. Back then I was in computer science, I was taking computer science class. We left, and then we were chilling for a bit, I guess. We were looking for drinks, and we both bought a can of Coca-Cola. And I remember I opened it, I started drinking it, but my friend at the time didn't open his can. I remember he was holding his can on his hand and he was looking left and right in the place we bought the can, if he could find, how are those called again? Let me see. If he could find, I forgot the word, let me see. I can tell you. If he could find, of course, a straw. That's the word I was looking for. A straw. He was looking for a straw in order to drink his can. And at first I didn't realize it, so I asked my friend, why aren't you drinking your Coca-Cola right now? Aren't you thirsty? Because he told me he was really thirsty. And he said, yes, I'm still thirsty, but I actually want to find either a straw or a glass in order to drink my can. And then I asked him why. Like, what's wrong with it? And then he pretty much told me, because once I saw in a documentary that the way they put the cans, they stock the cans and stuff, cans of sodas, isn't really hygienic, he said, and that sometimes there could be rats running through the storehouses with the cans, and they could, like, for example, take a piece on the cans and stuff, and so that it isn't recommended to drink from the can. And since that very day, when he said this to me, since that very day, I completely stopped drinking from cans from the most part, because I thought to myself, he's right. It's probably happening. I shouldn't drink from the can. So since this day, I stopped drinking from cans, pretty much. And that's crazy how a few times in my life, they were events like that, you know, like random events where I learned something new. I learned a new information and I started to implement it in my daily routine immediately, you know. And here it was when I was at uni, so it wasn't really that early in my life. But since then, I completely stopped drinking from cans, you know, and even from bottles. I still do it from time to time, because with bottles, even if you drink from a bottle, if you do it well, you don't even have to, your lips don't even have to touch the bottle. But still, it's crazy how my habit changes since that day. Also, by the way, I said I was going to drink, so let me put a glass of water. My trusty water, Kuma. Nice too. Thirsty, especially since it's been doing hotter these days. So what I wanted to check though, did I share my tweets? I think I didn't, because I was yapping. So let me do it now. Here. But yes, that's crazy how my habits, they were a few instances in my life where I learned a new information, whether it was coming from a friend or from the TV or from the internet, and then I just changed my habits immediately, you know. I'm that type of person. If I learn something new and I realize that the thing I learned is really useful or I should do it, I immediately do it. For sure. I'm that type of person. I wanted to share it here too. Like this. Okay. I'm still feeling a bit tired, even though not as much, because as I said, these days I'm sleeping a bit more, I guess. I'm actually taking a medicine for that, but it's not sleeping pills, you know. It's just like something that should help me, make me sleep better, I guess. I don't know if it works that well, but whatever, Kuma. So I guess I shared it here. Nice, it works. Okay. Again, the thing that I think is quite annoying when you set up streams on YouTube is you have to do a thumbnail every time. Every time you have to do a thumbnail. I don't mind it that much because it's not necessarily hard to do, I guess. But sometimes it's annoying because you have to find a thumbnail that is the good resolution for it to display well on YouTube. And sometimes when I'm looking for older game, it's hard for me to find a cover, you know, a box art or a cover of the game that takes that is 1080p pretty much. For example, for Metroid, I couldn't find it. So usually it's a bit smaller than 1080p, and because of that, when you put it on YouTube and then you look at the video thumbnail, when you click on it, the preview, it looks pixelated. But I guess it goes well with the retro vibes. I guess, Kuma. Okay. So what I wanted to show to you guys before I start the stream, I actually got a drawing today. I was really surprised, you know, because I woke up not that early, even though still before noon, but I woke up and I didn't go on Twitter or Blue Sky at first because I was eating my breakfast, and then I was helping my mother to do some chores, and then I had to claim a package that I received. Like, I was busy. But then I checked Blue Sky and I actually got a drawing. And this is a drawing I got. Let me show you. This one. This is me, Eureka Wainwright, the great scientist, drawn as Yukino from Kalekano, because I talked about it yesterday. By the way, I should talk about the artist, but where is my I guess if I move it this way, here, Menhela Days, Menhela Times, but that's not what I wanted to write. Alright. So you know who's the artist, Ladni Void, or Ladni Chama, as I like to call her, because she's also a friend of mine. And that was really a surprise because I wasn't expecting it, you know. She did a study of me drawn as Yukino, because as you can see, I think she did it fairly well because she really nailed that shoujo aesthetic. Pretty much. She really nailed the shoujo aesthetic, and I think it looks great. I loved it. To me, you should follow her, by the way. Like, I would recommend you to follow her. She's on Blue Sky and on Twitter. And I don't know if she's on Instagram. I don't think she has an Instagram. But she's on Twitter and Blue Sky. And she does great art. She also posted recently a drawing of Claudio, who's another VTuber. And it's great. It's great. She does great drawing. By the way, hello, Prince Anime. Hope you're doing great. I noticed yesterday, by the way, Prince Anime, I noticed that you claimed the baguette points reward, but I didn't see it. And that's something I noticed. I realized it again yesterday because, as I said, I'm using a plugin pretty much to combine all of my chats in a single place. So the chat from YouTube and the chat from Twitch, I can see both at the same place. But the downside of it, I don't know if there is a way to to change it. I think you can't really change it. But when I looked at the Axel Chat plugin, I can't really see the points rewards or the points being claimed. So I guess the only way to fix it is that I should just stay on my Twitch tab and then have the window of Axel Chat on the side, because it doesn't display the points rewards. So the baguette, les baguettes. J'espère que tu vas bien, Prince Anime. So that's me speaking in French. You claimed it, so you claimed it, Kuma, but I didn't see it yesterday. So yes, I love the drawing. And by the way, the character, Kuma, yes, I didn't forget. Believe it or not, even after the stream, it happens that when I turn off the stream, I check my chat again to see if I missed anything. Because you know, when you're streaming live, it's really easy. Some people don't realize it. Like, even when you have a chat that isn't necessarily really active because you don't have a lot of chatters or viewers yet, it's really easy to miss a message. Because you're playing, you're talking, you're doing stuff on the side, and sometimes it's hard to focus. So let me show you if I can. I think I got pictures on my screenshots folder. Right here. What would be a good picture? That's a great one. This is Yukino. This is Yukino from Kalekano. So you can see that pretty much she nailed it. She nailed it. That's a great drawing. I love it. I love it a lot. Really, you should follow Latni Void, you know. I shared the drawing on my Discord too, and I retweeted it on my Blue Sky. But I love it. Great drawing. And I really appreciate it because it's not the first time someone did a drawing of Eureka for me. And to me, I always cherish it, you know, because I love it. Nice-oo. So yes, go follow her. That's what I would say to you guys. Anyway, I think that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today before starting the game. So, disclaimer, I wanted to set up the standalone emulator for the NES, but as I said earlier this stream, I didn't have the time to do it because after I finished the stream, I went to eat to have dinner, and then I got busy because, as I said, it's again related to my side activities, but my father actually brought another computer to troubleshoot, because as I said, we're selling computers, old computers and old electronics, we could say, on the side. And so I was working on that computer, you know, to fix it, to boot it with Windows 10 and just make it usable, you know. And it took me my evening pretty much, so I didn't have the time to set up the emulator, which means I'm gonna try to play Metroid via RetroArch. But if you remember it, RetroArch was crashing the last few times I tried it on stream. So we'll see how it goes, pretty much. We're gonna see how it goes. I don't know how it's gonna do, but if it doesn't work, guys, I think I'm just going to set the standalone emulator on the fly. So this way I will be able to play it without it crashing. Pretty much. So let me just connect my controller first. If it does connect. Nice-oo. I mean, not nice-oo. It's asking me if I want to connect my 8-bit DO controller. Okay, now it's connected. Now it's connected, Kuma. Then... Alright. So again, please, follow Ladny Void. You know, I love that artist, you know, a whole lot. Let me see. I hope it's gonna work, guys, you know. I mean, again, if it doesn't work on RetroArch, I can set up the standalone emulator on the fly, you know, I don't mind it. It's just a bit annoying because usually I like to set up stuff before I stream, but when you're busy, it's just so hard to do, Kuma. So, okay, where's Metroid now? NES games, like this. Naruhodo ne. By the way, it's been a while I haven't played the original Metroids. Oh, it seems to be working. I hope so, because it doesn't make any sense for RetroArch to crash, you know. I guess I can remove these. I just have to capture it. So RetroArch. Naisu, and the only thing I wanted to check... I guess I won't be able to check it this way. Okay, let me restart. Why can't I go to the menu? Nani? Weird. That's weird. Let me restart. What made you wanna play this? Good question, Prince Anime. Recently, I've been playing Metroid Dread, pretty much. I've been playing Metroid Dread, the Switch game, or as they used to call it at first, Metroid 5, because I got the game recently, and I'm having fun. The game is really good, the new game on the Switch, you know, Metroid Dread. And it really made me wanted to replay the older Metroid games, even more that they announced Metroid Prime 4. I mean, it's been some time that they announced it, but it's going to release soon, so I kinda wanna get back into the Metroid series and playing the older games. I also have Metroid Prime Remastered on my backlog that I want to play, but this one I guess I will play it off stream since I got it on the Switch, because I don't have a capture card, unfortunately. But yes, I always loved Metroid. It's just that it's a series that I haven't played a lot for some reason, and I want to get more into it, you know. I like it. I actually played the first Metroid game, but it's been a long time ago. It's been a long time ago, so I don't even know if I remember the game. I mean, I know that in this game you can shoot in all directions. I know that you can morph into the ball, which is pretty much the iconic Samus transformation. I guess we could call it a transformation or power, you know. I know that you can use missiles and that you can use bombs, you know. Like, it's pretty much a game that defined a lot of the basic powers and attacks of Samus in the series. But by the way, I also got... but I wonder why my home button isn't working on my 8-bit DuO. I guess I don't care. Let's start. Also, it's pretty accurate, by the way. Okay, just. since I don't want to miss my channel rewards, I think the way I'm gonna do it, I wish there was a way for me to leave the window of Axel Chat on the forefront on my screen without it disappearing. Because every time I click, for example, on OBS or anything else, it disappears. I promise to make no redeems. I mean, that could work too, but that's lame. Because I did set up redeems. I don't know how other streamers do it, you know, honestly. Because from what I've seen, I've actually looked at alternatives for plugins like that, and there is no actual plugins that do everything at the same time, you know. So that combines the chats, and then you can see, for example, the point rewards and stuff. So I guess I should just switch between, I don't know, or maybe I could just check my preview on OBS. That could work too. Nice. So I was going to say it's pretty accurate that my Pikachu, my cute Pikachu, is here, because if you're a fan of Super Smash, especially my favorite Super Smash games historically is Super Smash Bros. Brawl with the big ass story modes. You know, the story mode of Super Smash Bros. Brawl is great. And in the story mode, Samus actually collaborates with Pikachu, you know. And I love it, you know. Pikachu is actually friends with Samus in the, I guess we could say in the Nintendo lore, you know. So the only thing I wanted to check, let me just check the preview. Okay, I didn't want to do that. What did I do? Not this. Okay, I think it's all right. I was trying to check if it was... Oh, there is a speedrun achievement. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do it like that. Let's restart. I was just checking if it was showing well on screen. Let's go. I love how the game looks, by the way. Okay, that's not the right button. Oh, you can hold it! I forgot about that! Was this the case in Metroid? Oh damn, I fucked up already. I think that's the power. Yes, that's exactly what I was talking about. The morphing ball. Alright. Okay, and this is in order to get your life back. Okay, I should mash. I think it's a bit weird because you can hold it, but when you hold it, it doesn't start to spam immediately. So usually I think it's better to just mash like this. Okay, let me kill those Metroids. He's too high. Oh damn. Oh damn. Can I farm the life points? I think I can farm them, right? Oh, wrong button. Okay, if I start mixing the button, that's not good. That's not good, Kuma. I hope the audio is alright, by the way, guys. I think it should be alright. The audio. Also, I don't remember if the drops... I think the drops are random, right? I'm trying to get my life back. Okay, nothing. Nothing. Yes, I think it's random. That's if you get a life point or not. Nice. Should I try to get to 100? Was it 99 or 100? Oh damn, if I start jumping... Game is loud and clear. Perfect! Perfect, Kuma. Kampeki! Nice. I will farm, I don't care, because I don't remember the game at all. I mean, I have vague memories. Okay, I failed the speedrun, but I don't care. I'm not even doing a speedrun, Kuma. I'm not even doing a speedrun. But I vaguely remember the first Metroid, but as I said, it's been a while. I think this game doesn't have a map, by the way. This game doesn't have a map because obviously it's an NES game, so it would be hard to put a detailed map into the game. But I also remember that you actually had a map on the game manual. The game manual was showing you a bit of the layout of the game, so maybe I should check the manual of this game if I get lost. Naruhodo ne. Nice. Nice. Let's see how high I can get. 67. So it's always 5 life points. Alright. Nothing. Nothing. Give me life. I want life, Kuma. Remember yesterday? The shaman from Enna. Remember the shaman? The shaman was, I think, is hilarious, you know. I think is besides Enna, and there's actually another character that you couldn't see yesterday, unfortunately, because I skipped a big part of the. I skipped a big part of the game yesterday by going through the party, and I wasn't expecting that. But there is another character in Dream BBQ that I really liked, but unfortunately you couldn't see it. But since I said I'm going to do another run of Enna in the future, I'm going to show you when it happens. But besides that, I really love the shaman. And the shaman said, if you remember, they said, you have to get a life. Get a life, Enna. So right now I'm trying to get a life. Give me some life, Kuma. Give me my life back. You have to get a life. Even the way saying it was hilarious. I love this character, the shaman, in Enna Dream BBQ. Okay, it seems I'm not dropping life points anymore. Was it the limits? It's weird that I'm not dropping anything right now, right? Nani? Okay, I missed it. I think that's the limit. Weird. Right? I wonder if it's because there is a limit to the number of life orbs you can get in a specific screen. Because look at this, I'm not getting anything anymore. I mean, if anything, that should be working like that. Maybe that's how they implemented it. That there is a limit of items you can get in a specific screen. And that's why right now, even though I keep shooting those Metroids and those birds, alien birds, I'm not getting anything. So maybe that was the limit. I didn't count how many orbs I got, but I guess that was the limit, so let's continue. Boop. The sound effects are great, by the way. I love the sound effects in this game. 99, nice. The sound effects are really good. I love them. I think it's one of the top 5 best NES games, by the way. Metroid. There is also a Famicom Disk System version. Actually, when it released in Japan, it released on the Famicom Disk System, which was the add-on they did for the Famicom, which is pretty much the NES in Japan. But when it released here in Europe and in the USA, they released it for the NES because, to my knowledge, I'm pretty sure they never released the Famicom Disk System outside of Japan. So there is actually 2 versions of this game. Here I'm playing the NES version, but there is also the Famicom Disk System version. Oh, I can come here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me run. Let me run. I fucked up. Wrong button. Okay, how do I kill this guy again? I guess like this it could work. Nice. Okay, there's nothing down. But yes, I'm pretty sure there's no map in this game. There's no map in this game, and it's really a game about exploration. So it can get hard. You can get lost easily. Oh damn, that was a bad jump. That was a really bad jump, Kuma. Okay, I want to kill this guy. なるほどね。Nice. It's always 5 points. And the game feels great to play. The controls are really responsive. It's nice. I love the suit Samus is using, by the way. That's such a great suit or armor. I love it. Okay, can I kill this guy? Nice. Those red Metroids are actually stronger. They have more life. More life, Kuma. Okay, there is a door here, but I think you can go higher, right? I wonder how high I can get. Okay, there is a second door. There is a second door. Is there a third door? Here. Can I go even higher? I think that's the most you can do. That's it. Let me check this one then. The birds. Nice. Is that sand? Oh, they respawn. Okay, that's bad. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is this? Oh my god. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. I dodged it. Nice. Those things are annoying. I think I remember that. Oh, they can go through the walls. That's bullshit. Can I farm the life at least? I'm gonna farm them then, because they're cheating. Look at this. They keep respawning, and they can go through the walls, which is cheating. Oh no, it's stuck. Oh my god. Oh, there's a robot. But I think this one you can see it. Let me remove it. Those ones are at least are caught by automod, so I think you can see them. Deny. Nice. Ooh. Is that a boss room? This one is red, right? Oh, but I can't. Nani? I can't destroy it. Maybe it's the door. I need a missile to use it. Oh, that's bad. All right. Come on, please. Okay. Look at the flickering. That's really typical from the NES. Okay, I'm still alive. Just let me check something real quick. I forgot this game was that hard, by the way. Let me check. Also, I'm feeling a bit hungry already for some reason. Naruhodo ne. Alright. Let's continue. So this door was a red door that I can't unlock yet. I can't open the door. Maybe I should try to get more points again. Because I got 19 life left. Oh, that was bad. I got stuck here. Nice, but I'm not getting anything. Okay, nice. I need life, please. I think here I'm too low, right? Because there is a wrench to Samus' weapon. I could go here, but oh my god. This music. Oh, it's stuck. Oh my god, I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. Game over. And then you got the password. So you only have one life in this game. Only one life and then it's over. I forgot. I forgot. I think it will be hard. Oh, it's saved. So actually it was a continue. It was kind of like a continue because I already got the power. Okay, I think I can do it. Now I'm warmed up. Nice. I think I'm gonna go towards the first door this time. Let's wait for the red one. Whoop! I love the sound effects. I'm good at killing those birds. They're jumping at me, but in the contrary to Mega Man, because with Mega Man you can shoot up, but with Samus you can easily shoot up, so she's better. Samus is better than Mega Man, for sure. Let's wait. Got it. Yes, there's nothing below. I think I can kill those things, right? Yes, they're unkillable. You can kill them. They're too buffed. Maybe with a missile, you can kill them. Oh damn. Oh damn, that was insane. I got trapped. Damn. It's really a game about precision. But I still got some life back. Nice. Those jumps are a bit tricky sometimes because I didn't want to hit that weird-ass monster. So that's a transition. Should I go down? Maybe I will try to go down first. No fall damage. The birds. I also love the color palette of this game and how, depending on the zone you go, you get a new color palette, you know. And those guys are annoying. I hate those guys. They keep respawning from Mario pipe, like they're using Mario's pipe. Oh, was this the end? Nani? What? I hate those guys. I hate those guys. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Okay, what is this again? Those are the missiles, right? Oh, don't die. Don't die, Eureka. Don't. Not now. You're doing well. Oh, and now I'm getting new drops. The missile drops. Oh my god, that's... Okay. Alright. Okay, so it's with select. So if I use select, I can switch to the missiles. I think that's how it works. So I got 5 of them now. Is that a boss? Maybe I should get some life back first, because... Or maybe I don't care. Let me try. I want to try. I'm not scared. If you're scared, I'm not scared. Oh, you can actually go back up. I wasn't expecting that. I wonder if I should do it the old-fashioned way and draw a map on paper. Because here I'm already lost. Where should I go, left or right? Maybe I will go left. Damn, he's buffed. And you only get 5 points every time. What is this? I thought it was a button. Oh damn, that was bad. I'm almost dead. Damn, this game is hard. But if it... Oh, that was a checkpoint. So this game had checkpoints too. I forgot. But I guess it makes sense because if I'm not mistaken, on the Famicom Disk System version of this game, you can't actually save. You can't save in the game, so... What if I go right this time? Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Maybe I should use a missile. I missed it again. Damn, that was good. But hard to aim. Can I kill them? You can't crouch in the original game. You can't. You can turn into the ball, like morph into the ball, but you can't. Naruhodo ne. I think I will go left this time. I wasted everything. He's moving too fast for me. I can't aim. I can't aim. Wait, like this. Then you jump. Maybe if I wait here, that's the sweet spot. I found it. But they're so slow to kill. But I think it's better to kill them, because if I don't kill them now, they're going to follow me. Okay, I got 5. 5 missiles. Nani? So there's nothing else here. That's a dead end. I guess we got the missiles. But does it mean, I think that if I die now, do I keep the missiles I just got? I think I don't keep them, right? Oh damn, I don't want to find out right now. Oh my god, maybe I should have used a missile here. I love this game. This game looks cool. Okay, so I keep them. I still have 7. So it seems that your life goes back to 30 every time, but you keep your missiles. Because I had 7. here I will try to... Okay, I was too early. This time I got it. What is this? Some kind of weird fish jumping from the lava. Oh, it's coming back. Jump. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm trapped. I'm actually surprised it doesn't kill you instantly. My suit is really great. The fact that I don't even melt immediately is insane. Because it's lava, it's not like random water or sand. Okay, can I get that? Okay, I got it. Nice. And that's always the big question in Metroid. Should I go up or should I go down? I guess I will keep going down. So it's not necessarily a good idea to... Why did I jump like that? To just randomly drop down. Because there could be enemies every time. Oh, not this guy again. Of course. Of course, Kuma. Also, I have to go to the bathroom right now. I think I'm gonna take a quick break right now and I'll continue. But I'm having fun. I really like this game. I think this game isn't that easy, you know. I don't remember if Super Metroid was easier than this one, you know, because I also downloaded Super Metroid in the case I want to switch. But I think the first Metroid game is actually quite cool too. So let me just go to the bathroom right now. I'll be back. Where's my BRB? Here. I'll be right back, Kuma. All right, I'm back. I'm back, Kuma. Just let me see. Let's go. Let's try again. I think you have an infinite times you can try the game then. Like infinite continues. I don't know if there is a limit. I don't remember. So I should go right now, right? I forgot. I think left was for the missiles, but I got them. What? Oh, and I forgot to remove this. But he can't hit you during the transition. What the fuck? That's cheating. That is cheating, Kuma. I was going through a door and he hit me. Nani? Yes, I think I went here already. They're too low. Let's wait. Okay, I got it. Yes, it was this way. Now I remember. Are those clouds, by the way? Okay, so they even resist missiles. That's what I wanted to try. They do. Hello, Bolisu. Hope you're doing great. I'm doing okay today. Playing some Metroids. This game isn't easy, by the way. It's not. I don't know if you played it before, but that's not an easy game. Oh damn, they keep respawning. Okay, here I destroyed the wrong block, so I don't know if it. Oh my god, that's bad. I didn't know they even respawn when you're standing on them. That's bad. And here that's even worse because I can't get the life. I'm eating a bread thing. Are you eating melon pan? I love melon pan. I should get melon pan again. Because I know a place, a Japanese place where they're making melon pan and it's pretty good. I played one of the later Metroids, but I don't remember. I see. Currently, I've been playing, as I said yesterday, Metroid Dread on the Nintendo Switch. And that's pretty much what gave me the need to replay the older games, because I want to get back again at Metroids. And by the way, I didn't show you. I got a nice drawing by Ladni Chama. I don't know if you saw it, Bolisu. This one, I think it's pretty good. It's me drawn as Yukino from Kalekano, and it's great. I love it. They sell some sweet pan or egg pan things. Melon pans are not usual. It wasn't really the case here either, you know, because I didn't know about a place to, if I wanted to eat melon pan. I actually found it randomly when I was taking a walk one of the times I went outside, and there was a place that started making melon pans, and I tried it once and it was really good. Yes, it's a really good drawing, you know. It's a really good drawing, especially since she nailed the shoujo aesthetic, because let me show you the inspiration pretty much. Where's the picture? Did I remove the picture? I think I didn't. Okay, it's here. This is Yukino from Kalekano, and you can see the style. It's pretty much a shoujo style, and I think Ladny really nailed that style, you know, because depending on the type of series you're watching or the type of manga you're reading, the art style is different, obviously. And Kalekano was always more on the shoujo side, even more if you read the manga. The manga is pretty much a shoujo, so I think she nailed it. That's great. I loved it, by the way. And as I said, you should all follow her if you're not following her yet. I know, Bolis, you're already following her, so that's obvious. Let's continue. I'm almost dead, though. That was... Okay, that was really a blind jump. That was a blind jump. I hate this guy. I hate this weird guy jumping left and right. Let's try again. Again, I said it already, but this game looks great. The colors, the level design, how it looks, it's great. Nice. So what's today's meme, Eureka? Today's meme? I don't know. Do you mean a meme that I'm making, or do you mean a meme that I liked? Because recently I've been, like a friend of mine, I've been sharing an old meme to me. And I started downloading a ton of pictures related to this meme. And it's pretty much, I think it was the mascot of a Brazilian, image board. Let me show you. Let me show you, Kuma. I guess I would switch this one. I got the pictures. Where's my meme folder? I got a meme folder, believe it or not. So here... I got so many folders. I should order them. It's called Kuruminia. Kuruminia. I don't know if you know about her. They made a ton of variation because the character at the origin is actually Kagami from why can't I move the picture, by the way? Nani? Why can't I move it on OBS? Oh, it's because okay, I know why. I know what happened. Like I wanted to put it here. Her, Kuruminia. And I got other example. This one. Or this one is pretty funny too, because it's Chiyo-chan from Azumangadayu. Damn, is she naked? She's not naked. She's wearing something. She's not naked. It's legal, right? Anyway, it's from Azumangadayu. And this one is, do you recognize her? I should do a game like that. I should do a game like that where I share the pictures and you have to find about what was the original picture, what was the original character. Skin color suits, I guess that could be it, but she's supposed to be, from what I remember, she's actually a mascot from a Brazilian image board. And they started to make a lot of variation of anime reaction pics like her, pretty much. Do I have another one? This one too. I think this one is from Konata from Lucky Star. Konata crying. And I got... Do I have another one? This one I like it a lot too. This one. Yes, I've been downloading a ton of them. I think she's naked, but we can't see anything too crazy, so I guess that's okay. And this one. This is me when I see feet. Nice feet. This is me. Or nice butts. Or nice oppai. This is my reaction. Kuma kuma. So I guess that would be the meme of the day, guys. I wonder if we should add a toggle for shaped hairpins on the side, knee-shaped hairpins on the side, and use the long hair, but not the front hair. I think that could work. I think that could work when I think about it. I think there is a ton of stuff I could actually do with my hair. Question of the day: why can't Samus scroll? You know, that's the classic stuff with retro games. It's like when you're playing Sonic the Hedgehog 1, and then you're trying to do a spin dash, but it doesn't work because it wasn't invented yet. Or when you're playing Resident Evil 1 or Resident Evil 2 on PlayStation, and you're trying to do a quick turn, but it doesn't work because it doesn't exist yet. It's the same with Metroid. In the original Metroid, you couldn't crawl. I think they added it in Super Metroid, the sequel, on the SNES. Story time, Kuma. Let's continue. That was Kurominia from Brazil. For some reason, Brazilian characters are always popular on the internet, you know. Like another example would be Brazilian Miku, obviously. Oh damn, don't die. Of course, I just fell under the platform. I hate it. Let me try again. I want at least to get to a boss. Okay, let me reset. Nice, first try. Oh, did I get 20? I think I got 20 from that. 20 health points. That was bad. Oh my god. I lost my 20 health points just like that. Okay, this time I did it well. Even though... Nice. Let me get some life back. I need to get a life, as the shaman said. Okay, nice. And here, what did I do here? I don't even remember if I got here last time. I kinda wanna keep going down. Oh, not those guys again. I hate those. Oh my god. Let me run. This game is really hard, guys. At least I got a checkpoint, but... I'm pretty sure there is a path that is recommended if you want to beat this game. Oh, that was a bait. That was a bait. Okay, I wanna die. I wanna die. That was bad. I was trying to get the life point, but when it spawns right under a platform, it's really hard to get. It's really hard to get. Nice. I did all my... What? Okay, don't mention it. Don't mention it, Eureka. Don't mention it. It's okay. I still got 48 points and I'm getting my life back, so it works. It's still working out. Like this. Let's wait so it doesn't get under the platform. I'm mashing. Nice-oo. Okay, that was close, but I did it. Nice. I'm doing better at this part. This part isn't that hard when you know how to deal with the enemies. I kinda wanna go down again. It's just that I wonder if I should use my missiles right now. I guess I could try, but... What? That's a disaster. I don't know how to dodge them. That is so hard. Because I know, like, the guys flying, you can kill them and they don't respawn. But the guy coming from the pipes, they keep respawning. So I guess the strategy would be to kill the flying guys. Obviously, you should kill them. And then try to dodge the other guys coming from the pipes. Because if everything is on the screen at the same time, it gets really hard to just progress. That's how I would do it, at least. It happened again. It's really crazy that in this game, an enemy can go through a door. If you time it badly, as I did right now, you open the door, the enemy follows you in the door, and then you're getting gangbanged in the door. You're pretty much getting gangbanged. Okay, I got it. Stuck in a door, then gangbang. Yes, that's exactly what happened. That was bad. I think next time I'm gonna go up rather than down when I get to the other part of this zone. Because I want to explore. You can't really... Oh my god. Sometimes the placements... Yes, here I'm doing bad. The placement sometimes of the enemies is annoying. But I'm gonna try again. I guess I should start to farm those things again. Nice-oo. Oh, they're buffed. They take a lot of hits to kill. Okay, that was bad aiming. Nice-oo. I need some life back. Like this. How they pushed you is insane. The pushback. The knockback on this was... What? That was insane. Okay, this time I wanna go up. Can I jump that high? You can't jump that high for now, at least. What if I use the knockback of the enemy in order to push myself up? Like speedrun strats. You can't. Or at least I didn't do it well. So I can't go up yet. I'm feeling a bit tired, guys. I really wonder how I could fix my sleep. A jump. All right. Okay, that was... Can I still do... I think it was doable, but I got stuck by the block. Like, if I actually removed one more block, I think that jump would have been doable. Nice. One shot. That was bad. I got hit again. Stop hitting me. Please. That was close, but I did it. That was a close jump. Look at this fish. Weird fish. So I can't go up, it seems, because I can't jump that high. I have to go here. Damn. Okay. Where's the second one? Oh, the second one is... I hate you. I wasn't ready. I didn't want it to waste a missile, but... I don't know how to aim at them. Can you jump and shoot downwards? Let me try. I think you can't do that. Because the way they go on the ground makes them so hard to aim. Yes, you can do it. Even if I use missiles, you can't. That's hard. This part is hard. What was that jump? I should hold it more. Bad jump. I can't believe it. All right. Of course. I got a ton of missiles now, so I should start using them more. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my... Come on. I'm bad at jump. It's just that the way you jump in this game is... the height of your jump varies depending on how long you press the button, which is really useful because you can actually control the height of your jump easily that way. But sometimes you really want to be precise with your jump. And I guess I'm too safe-ish when I press the buttons at times. So that's why I'm getting clobbered with these jumps. Because I don't jump high enough, and because of that, I get stuck under a platform and then it's over. Let me focus. That was stray. Let me kill them. I want to kill all of them. That's nothing. That was nothing. You didn't see anything, guys. Nice. Oh, 10 is the maximum. I think 10 is the maximum number of missiles you can get in this game. If there are no upgrades, at least. Nice, I did it. Now, the part that is actually annoying. This part. Should I just shoot randomly when they go down? Because how they react is they appear on screen and then immediately they go down. And when they're down, you can't aim at them because they're too low for you. So you should wait for the enemies to go up again and try to time your missile in order to kill them, but that's hard. Okay, I wasted one. Okay, I got it. I think there is a way to do it. It's all about the timing. Wrong button. Oh my god. What? I was so close. That's hard. The way I'm doing it, I don't know if that's the best way to do it, but I jump above the enemy, and during my jump, and that game is pretty advanced for being able to do that. But during my jump, I turn around and then I shoot. I try to kill them in the air, which is pretty sick when you think about it. But it requires skill to do it well. And I got skill, obviously. I'm the great scientist after all, but I guess I need to train in order to do it better. But I think I found a strat. Oh, I don't have any... Okay, that is annoying. I don't have any missiles left. Can I go to the other side and... But I think the power-up isn't here anymore. Yes, I'm pretty sure the power-up isn't here anymore, but I will still try to get some missiles. Nani? This one isn't activated now. A lot of mashing. This one is buffed. This big ass bird, red bird. Wrong button. Yes, it's not here anymore. So when you get a power up, it's over for the run, you know, unless you do a completely new run. Okay, I got 2. Better than nothing. I hope those things won't start to activate right now. The red buttons. Like, look at this guy. I'm still alive, but come on. Come on, Kuma. Those birds. Nice. Can they go here, please? All right. Nice. I need some life back. I should kill them. Perfect. Nice jump. That was sick. I jumped in between the 2 Metroids. Are those Metroids too? Variations of the first Metroids? I think they are. Those spiky things. Okay. I kinda saved it because I was only at 5 life points at first, and now I got 35. Would be nice if I could get even more. I got enough missiles to kill those guys though, but it will require skill. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. That's rough. But I won't give up. I won't. Let me just try something. So you can jump, turn around, and shoot. You can do it. So it's really about timing. There's no other way to do it. I watched this TV show, Kakushite Makina-san. Was quite fun. Maybe Eureka should watch it too. Let me see. I haven't heard about that one. I think today they released the first episode of the new Gundam anime. And I know I'm gonna watch it. At first I wanted to watch the movie because they actually made a movie for which serves as a compilation of the beginning of the anime. And honestly, I hate this gimmick. Do you know that now for anime, guys, that release, especially big anime that releases during the new seasons, sometimes what they do is that they make a compilation of the first episodes, because sometimes when the planning of the anime is well done, they already got the first episodes ready, you know, before the airing of the series. And what they do, they make a compilation of those episodes. So the 4, 5, or 6 first episodes of the anime, they make a movie and then they show the movie on theaters, you know, usually during a weekend. Like, it's pretty short, like it's not even a big theater release, but they show it. And I hate it because it's a way to scam people to pay for a movie ticket, because nowadays movie tickets are really expensive. They scam you for that, even to the movie you're gonna see it in the TV series afterwards. So eventually I didn't want to watch the Gundam movie for this reason, because I thought to myself, okay, it's a movie of the first episodes, but they're going to stream those episodes later anyway, so it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. So let me see. The series you've shared. Bodysuit. Makina-san's a love bot. A love bot. Oh, it's a short anime series. I see. That looks nice. That looks fun. I could try it. Ona, yes. Ona hole. Do you know about Ona holes, guys? Do you own a Ona hole? I don't own it. I remember there was a website that was crazy. I think this website still exists, by the way. I just forgot what was the name, but there was a website that was pretty much a blog. It was a blog, and the guy or the girl, but I assume it was a guy, because if you have a Hona hole, it means you have a secret hot dog, pretty much, in order to use it. But the guy was pretty much making reviews of Hona holes. He was ordering a bunch of Hona holes from Japan. Then he was trying them out, and then he was making blog posts about reviewing those Hona holes. And those blog posts weren't like just small reviews. They were really big and detailed reviews of Hona holes. Eureka themed Hona hole. I guess we could do that in the future, but I wonder if it's possible to do it. I know you can commission figures, like figurines, figures, and merch, but Hona holes, I don't know if that's easy to make. Because when I think about it, when I think about VTubers, I don't really know of a VTuber, like popular VTubers, that have done this in the past, I think. So I wonder if it's easy to do. I bought my friends Tenga eggs at least one Christmas. Tenga eggs? I know about Tenga, but what are Tenga eggs again? Tenga eggs? I know about Tenga too. Tenga eggs. Nani? Those are eggs, but what are Tenga eggs? Oh, it's a lotion. Oh, don't tell me aren't those eggs that you put on your butt? Really? Is that like in Euphoria? Do you know about Euphoria? The visual novel. That visual novel is insane. They made a hentai adaptation of this visual novel, or this eloge, should I said, and it's insane because there's a lot of stuff happening in this. No butt stuff, because that's when my mind is fucked up. When I see eggs like that, I think of Euphoria, and it's pretty crazy what they're doing in Euphoria. They're silicone based, they're meant to be one-time used, but used for what? Is that like lotion? Like, I clicked on the website. Includes some of our most popular disposable masturbators. The small eggs contain a super stretchable elastomer sleeve. Elastomer? That's a funny word. That suits most sizes. Each design reflects the internal details, so you enjoy different sensations from each. I didn't know about that. What are Tenga eggs? Even, like, how do you use that? There's science behind this. I believe it. I believe it. But I know about the classic Tenga. When I think of Tenga, I think about the on a whole things, like the red Tenga with the white stripes, and then you open it, and then you put your dick inside it. The Tenga. You use it on your thing. Yes, but is it better than the classic Tenga? Or is it worse? Or it doesn't seem as good, I think, right? I didn't know about Tenga eggs. How to use? That's so weird. Time to try them and do a review. Honestly, if I had the money to order Ona holes like that, I think I could have stolen the gimmick, started doing reviews of this type of stuffs. But Ona holes can get really expensive, especially when you try to get the special editions based on anime characters or hentai characters. Those can get really expensive, As with many things, everything is expensive nowadays. Let me ask GPT-chan. So, how do I use Tenga eggs? Tenga eggs are a type of male masturbator designed to be discreet, easy to use, and disposable, though some people clean and reuse them a few times. Ooh, but if you use them more than once, isn't it better to just get a Tenga? That's what I don't understand, guys. What's the difference between a Tenga egg and a normal Tenga? Okay, it's discreet, but I don't know. Is it because you still live, if you still live with your parents and you don't want them to find out that you have sex toys, you get eggs? This way, if they see, for example, the eggs on your desk, they won't freak out. They will just think, oh, he took an egg from the fridge. I guess that's okay. Short on money or something. But those aren't free. When I look at the prices, oh, actually, it's pretty cheap. What the fuck? Nani? €6. Well, it's still €6, but I don't understand the concept. Actually, I should get one. Yes, but they're shaped like little plastic eggs, but the inside is stretchy and textured. Here's a step-by-step on how to use one. Open the egg. Just crack it open like a real egg. Okay, not really. Twist it open. Inside, you'll find the soft, stretchy sleeve and a small packet of lubricant. Add the lube. Tear open the included lube pack and pour it inside. But what? It feels like it's a recipe to make instant noodles. Nani? And pour it inside the egg or directly onto yourself. You can also use your own water-based lube. If you prefer something different, stretch it over. The egg stretches a lot. Place it over the head of your penis and gently pull it down. It can stretch to accommodate most sizes comfortably. They said most sizes. They didn't say all sizes. So I wonder which sizes are excluded. Step 4. Enjoy. Move it up and down or twist it however feels good. Each Tenga egg has a different internal textures. Some have ribs, dots, waves, etc. So the sensations vary depending on the one you picked. 5. Cleanup. They're technically single use, but many people rinse them out with warm water and mild soap for reuse. Just be gentle and check for damage. Dry it thoroughly if you plan to reuse. Dispose properly. If you're done with it and don't want to reuse, just rat it up and throw it in the trash, not the toilet. Why would you throw it in the toilet? I would definitely wonder why my child was keeping a chicken egg in their room. I mean, that's what I was thinking. To me, it doesn't make sense. Because if you're ready to spend money for a sex toy, I would argue that it's more smart to get something like a Tenga or a Onahole that you can use more than only once, because you can clean it, you can remove it. I mean, even the Tenga, eventually you have to replace them, but they're more durable than, let's say, an egg. I think it would be smarter to use a Tenga or a classic Onahole than to just buy eggs randomly. Doesn't make sense. I learned something new. I wasn't even aware of Tenga eggs. Nani? There's egg tube. Can I show this? If I do it this way, look at this. Oh damn, I'm still upside down from last stream. The Tenga eggs. I guess those are the different flavors. Thunder, Crater, Misty. Or are those what are those? Misty, Cloudy, Shiny, Pride Edition, Surfer. This one is badly reviewed, only 3 stars. Egg combo. There's so many types of eggs that it almost feels like a collectible, you know? That's what I think it's weird about it, because it's something that apparently you crack and use it to masturbate and then throw it away in the trash. So what's the point of making so many different type of eggs? It almost feels like collectibles that you buy them and then you put them, I don't know, you expose them, you know? Tenga, what? What is this? I'm scared to click, by the way. They made an advent calendar. Do you get an egg every time? I think that's the gimmick. That's insane. I wasn't up to date with what they were doing now. So you open every day during December, you open one of the slots, and then you get a new egg. But what are those pics? That's weird. Imagine you're getting that as a gift. Nani? What are those pics? Those aren't even pictures of the person here. Yes, that's an egg. So you get an egg every time. I think they're meant to be one size fits all, but they can break if you got I see. If you got an elephant. If you're packing a rocket, as I like to say it. Like Bolisu. Bolisu is packing a rocket in its pants, believe it or not. That's crazy. I wasn't aware of that. I learned something new. Tenga eggs. But again, I don't understand the concept, you know, because to me, I really believe that if you're going out of your way to buy a sex toy, no matter the sex toy, you know, because, you know, masturbating isn't hard because you can do it with your hands, you know. Whether you're a boy or a girl or anything really, you can do it with your hands, so it's free. If you're going out of your way to buy something, like to go on a website to order a sex toy, a masturbator, you name it. To me, it's more smart to buy something that you can keep for use in order to use it many times than to just buy an egg, use it once, and then throw it away. Because let's say you want to use it again, you can't. You have to buy it again, or you have to be gross and start cleaning this egg. Like, I don't even know why you would clean it, because it seems to be disposable. You would be cleaning the egg and then start using again. But if you start cleaning, it doesn't make sense, because it would have been better if you just bought the Tenga. Maybe as an entry point product, hey, I like the spiral Tenga egg. I think I will buy the proper Tenga spiral. I guess that makes sense, because these days they're making a lot of, to me, those type of products, I think it's really interesting. But to me, those type of products are, I'm not gonna say useless products, but I believe those products are made to bait people to buy them, you know. Because it's, as you said, it's cheap, so it's affordable for most people, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a smart purchase, I guess. Another example I could give that is totally unrelated to sex stuff, by the way, would be, for example, arcade sticks, you know. I used to play with a cheap arcade stick on Soul Calibur 6, because my brother actually got a cheap arcade stick with one of the games he bought. I think it was a wrestling game, and with it came, because it was the limited edition, it came an arcade stick. But one of the cheap one, you know, that was kind of like a $30 arcade stick. And I started playing with it, and I had fun because I like playing with arcade sticks, but at some point I realized it wasn't feeling good, because the arcade sticks was feeling cheap. So at this point, you're thinking to yourself, okay, if I buy an arcade stick, I would rather spend $150, $200 to get a good arcade stick that I can keep using and using and using again in all the fighting games I want, than to spend for a $30 arcade stick, because there are arcade sticks that are pretty cheap, affordable. If you want to buy an arcade stick and you don't want to spend $100, there are arcade sticks that cost $30 or even $20. So it's affordable. But then you will get them, you will start playing Street Fighter a lot, and you will realize it feels like shit, because the materials isn't the same, the way the button clicks doesn't feel good, the joystick doesn't move well. You will be annoyed at some point, and you will think, damn, I should have bought a better stick eventually. At least that's how Eureka see things for stuff. I think there are stuff that are more worthy to spend money, to spend a higher amount of money, you know, like whether it is an arcade stick or a good sex toy, I guess. That's the same, Kuma. Sorry, I went away for a minute. Why is Eureka talking about buying sticks and trying to feel good with them? That's not what I said, but I guess if I bought a stick, I would buy a good one, you know. And if I bought a Tenga, I would just buy a Tenga, a normal Tenga. I wouldn't buy eggs. And it's pretty funny, because when you talked about eggs, I thought it was for your butt, you know. Because some people love to stuck stuff inside their butts. And the eggs kind of remind me of Euphoria. Because there was a scene in Euphoria where, like, one of the character is sticking eggs inside the butt of one of the female character. I think that's how it went. Maybe I will order one, I don't know. €6 is cheap for a review, I guess. That's insane. Tenga eggs, I learned something new. I wasn't aware it existed, you know. That really shows you I may be lewd and horny, guys, but I don't check everything related to lewd stuff. Especially sex toys. I never ever owned a sex toy in my life, believe it or not. And I never really looked at the type of sex toys you can get. I never looked. How the stream started, Samus can't crawl, how it's going, I will do a review of a sex toy. I guess I will do it eventually. I never tried it. I could do it. But I mean, I wouldn't be able to do it live, obviously. If I did it live, I mean, with a live cam showing you me testing the egg, I would get banned. That's for sure. I couldn't do it live. But I guess I could give you my review on stream after testing it. These are thoughts Samus invokes. Samus is... she's cool. And sexy, that's for sure. Samus is a sexy woman. I always thought that. I'm pretty sure she's one of the most popular Nintendo characters, without a doubt. I actually like Samus way more than Princess Peach. For example, Princess Peach is really popular too, but I never really was into Princess Peach. I always prefer Daisy amongst the princesses. Oh, not this guy again. Let me leave. Not this guy again. I know of someone who reviewed the Tenga and uploaded a demonstration to Pornhub. I mean, that could be the way to do it, but I don't know. I never was a fan of porn sites, honestly. Like websites like Pornhub, YouPorn, and all the other similar websites, because I don't know, those websites feel dirty to me. They feel dirty, Kuma, for some reason. That when you publish a video on Pornhub, obviously it's here forever, but I don't know. I never was a fan of it. He also went to prison for unrelated reasons. Damn. That guy seemed like a bad boy. I think I'm pure, yes, believe it or not. I'm really a contradictory being, because I can be quite lewd, but I'm sure of that. Compared to the average person on the internet, so not in real life, but compared to the average person on the internet, I think I'm more pure than a lot of people, more pure than the average. Because when I listen to the stories of people, of other people, about the stuff they've done in their life, about the stuff they've done related to sexual stuff, or maybe they were doing drugs, or maybe they went to jail, as you just said right now. I never did anything like that, you know. If anything, I'm pretty safe in that aspect, because I always was scared about doing stuff that is considered too risky. So for example, risky sex, or taking drugs, or drinking too much. I was always scared of doing that. So all things considered, I think that maybe I'm not the purest, you know, I won't pretend that I'm a symbol of purity, but I think that compared to the average internet user, I'm pretty pure, yes, I believe. Isn't there a Wario-like princess? I don't know, I don't remember. Daisy is actually coming from Mario Land. The first Mario Land game. I forgot. Okay, I killed them, but I had to mash. I had to mash Kuma. Let me get my life back. Okay, I will run. Oh my god. Please. Please. That level is so long. That is so hard to do. One of the guys I played online went to jail because he got a fine for his dog pooping and he not picking it up. Then he refused to pay the fine and got sent to jail until he paid the 30 USD. Really? That's insane. Wasn't your friend from Spain? Because I know in Spain, they don't fuck with that. In Spain, if you have a dog and your dog poops on the streets, you have to take it up, you know. You have to have a bag with you to take the poop from your dog and put it in the bag. Because if you get caught by a policeman, they're going to fine you. I don't think you're going to jail because of that, because that seems a pretty mild reason to go to jail, but they will ask you to pay the fine. And if you don't pay it, the fine increases. And in Spain, you shouldn't fuck with the law in Spain. I know from my experience that in Spain, they apply the laws way better than, let's say, for example, in Belgium, in Waffleland. They should send the dog to jail. I mean, the dog has to poop. The dog has to poop. I mean, it's not the fault of the dog. We've stolen the natures from the animals, when you think about it, guys. Because before all of those cities and buildings and stuff, it was only nature. So to me, the dog shouldn't be sent to jail. Because the dog should be able to poop when he wants to poop, but the owner of the dog should take it up, that's for sure. But going to jail for that, damn. Okay, now I don't have any missile. $50. I got baited. Oh my god. I remembered this game was hard. I remembered. At least the respawn animation is really cool. I didn't jump. I tried to aim to shoot him up too, but it's too high. Come on, Samus, you can do it. Yes, I didn't get any missiles. Maybe I should go up rather than go back here, because that doesn't seem like a good strategy. I'm actually trying to find a way to get missiles back, because without missiles, it's so hard to kill those flying guys. And annoying too. I guess I will go up again. I love this music. Finally! Can I get more? I shouldn't jump, because if I jump they're too high for me to... Yes, damn, that's tricky. Or maybe I should wait here. Give me more. I think I will do it this way. That seems better. So they seem to be spawning when I don't look at them. Like this. Okay, here I failed my jump, but... Oh, damn. $79, and I lost it again. Okay, it keeps spawning, nice. I remember in the first screen of this game there was a limit of the number of items you could spawn, but here there doesn't seem to be a limit. Because here I got to the maximum. Let's try again. I wanna beat this game on stream actually. Even though I'm pretty bad at NES games, you know. Usually I get better. For example, a thing that I did a year ago was beating Ninja Gaiden, the first Ninja Gaiden game on NES, entirely with all the achievements from retro achievements, you know. So I pretty much beat the game in one run without dying, which is really hard to do because Ninja Gaiden NES is considered as one of the hardest games from the hardware. So I can get good at NES games. And by the way, I did it in 3 days. Because I really was focusing on beating it and I kept playing non-stop in order to get better. And I got better at the game really quickly. So I can do it. I have the skill to do it. But I'm a slow learner, actually. I'm a slow learner, Kuma. And usually those games have strategies that you can apply and that makes you deal better with the enemies. Even related to the spawns. In a lot of NES games, depending on how you appear on the screen or how you jump or where you're standing on the platform, the enemy will spawn differently. That's how it works usually. on NES games. Nice. Okay, now the parts that I don't like. I don't like this part. I don't like this part, Kuma. I don't like the... Oh. The way it pushes you is annoying. What? Okay, I got it. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was... Let me farm them. I think I found the strat. I found the strats. Nice. It's slow, but... And I'm still getting fucked up, but... That's better. I'm doing better than the first few times. Alright. Damn, I tried to crouch. You can't crouch in this game. And I lost my life again. Damn. Alright. Nice. Maybe I got enough here. Or maybe not. Maybe I got too... Oh my god, I got too crazy, I think. I got too... Oh my god. This game is insane. I found the loop, you know. Like, if you get used to the respawning of the enemies, you can actually farm for getting your life back. Which is useful, but damn. So you should really mash in this game. The way it spawns is... Oh my god. Is it over? And sometimes I don't mash enough. Okay, I think it's over. I think I won't be able to get more spawns. What? I was so close. Oh my god, that's hard. I did better too. I think that's my personal best, right? But it's so annoying. I wish there was a better way to do it. Maybe there's a better way to do it. Let's try again. Also, it doesn't help that I'm feeling a bit tired, so I'm not at my maximum capabilities, I guess, but... Alright, let's try again. Not like this. Oh my god, no, please. Don't die. Don't kill me. I'm begging you. In Metroid Dread, it's crazy how powered you are, you know. Okay, that was way too much. Also, I can't get those missiles. Oh my god, it's like... I should pay more attention. I don't know if that's enough though, but let's go like this. When does it spawn? Okay, I got it. And this one, oh my, I got 0 missiles. I got 0 of them. I got 0 of them. I got 0 of them. That's over, guys. Okay, that's not over yet. That's not over yet. Oh, no, 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 no. Please. I tried. When there's too many enemies on the screen, it's hard. Let me go up again. I want to get my missiles back. Nice. Nice. Give me more. $75. I guess that's enough like that. Perfect. That was close, but I did it. And I got maximum life now. Oh, that was really close. When the fish jumped, it's crazy that it didn't hit me. Oh, I wasn't ready. When did you discover Samus? A long time ago, actually. It's one of the first Nintendo games I actually played. The first Metroid game. But I did play it a long time ago, you know. And then I played the first Metroid Prime, which was a really cool game. And I know I had the DS game. That they released a demo of the Metroid DS game when the DS released, and I think it was bundled with the Nintendo DS. So I have some experience with Metroid, even though I haven't played all the games, you know. There are still some games that I want to play regarding the Metroid series. Recently, I've been playing Metroid Dread on the Switch, and I'm having fun. But yes, I discovered Samus a long time ago. I think it was during the time where I was pretty much playing with a ton of NES games because I wanted to discover a bit more about the Nintendo games. And those are fun, but they're not easy games for the most part. Okay, I got it. Oh my god, I hate that I got hit here. That was such an annoying hit. Can I get some life back? Pain Kuma. I'm bad at this game. Would you cosplay Samus, a skin suit so tight, almost as if you were nude, but out in the open in front of everybody? The way I describe it is, it's really interesting because the designer, I think it was, I don't remember if it was Sadamoto-san who said that. If it was Yoshiyuki Sadamoto or if it was someone else related to Evangelion, but pretty much he described the suits in Evangelion the same way as you just described them, bodysuit, you know. They're so tight and close to your body, it feels that you're naked, even though you're not naked, but it's pretty much the same. But I think cosplaying Samus would be cool, really cool, you know. Even though, honestly, having the armor, the full armor she's wearing would be really sick too. That would be great. That's such an iconic suit. Like both of them. Like the one she's wearing now and the blue skin suit, obviously. Both of them are iconic. I know it was going to be hard. I think cosplaying isn't as easy as it sounds, by the way, you know. I believe there are good cosplayers and there are bad cosplayers, you know. There are good ones and there are bad ones. I used to have a friend who was really good at doing cosplay, but really good to the point she was making her cosplays herself. because there are people that obviously buy their cosplays. For example, they want to cosplay as, I don't know, Naruto, for example. They will buy a Naruto cosplay, you know, rather than making it. She was making all of her cosplay herself. They were handmade. And obviously it requires a ton of work, but it was really great because most of the cosplay she did were looking really great. By the way, she made it her career. She's a pretty famous cosplayer now. I don't know if I should give the name though. I'm not sure. Maybe someday I will give the name, but she's pretty famous. It's just that I'm not in touch with her anymore, unfortunately. But I used to know her because we were going at the same school, actually. And she's a pretty famous cosplayer. And she does everything herself. She doesn't buy cosplays. I did cosplay once as a female character, by the way. Where are the pics? The pictures? Bodysuit. I want the pictures right now. Give me the pictures. I want to see. Otokonoko bodysuit. I have to see it. I cosplayed as Zoe from Left 4 Dead once. That's cool. I think cosplaying in itself is a really cool hobby, you know. No matter which character you cosplay, I think it's fun. It's a fun hobby to have, obviously. Let's try again. I remember back then when Haruhi Suzumiya released and got big amongst the otaku community in the West, one of the most popular cosplay ever was Haruhi Suzumiya. I know a ton of people who used to cosplay Haruhi Suzumiya and all the other members of the SOS Brigade, because that was such an iconic anime, and that's so ironic that these days, when you look at the anime fandom and most of the anime fans, or as I like to call them, anime tourists or otaku tourists, they don't know about Haruhi Suzumiya. There was a tweet not that long ago that buzzed on Twitter, like got a lot of retweets on Twitter, because it was a guy, I think it was a kid, that pretty much tweeted, he quote-tweeted Haruhi Suzumiya picture, or I don't know what was the original tweet, but it was about Haruhi. He quote-tweeted it, and he pretty much said, what the fuck, it's that obscure as shit isekai anime, weebs are just being cringe at talking about random ass anime. Like pretty much he was saying that Haruhi was just a random anime, you know, that nobody knew about Haruhi Suzumiya, that it was just a random thing that people were talking about because they're into isekai. He called Haruhi an isekai. Yes, he did. It really happened. Let me see if I can find the tweets, by the way. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe he deleted it, for all I know, because he got clobbered on Twitter. Yes, I guess it will be hard to find it again like that. Do the movie count as an isekai? That's an interesting question. I think that, strictly speaking, it's not really an isekai. When you have time travel shenanigans like that, or altering the reality, I don't know. I think, strictly speaking, it doesn't count as an isekai. Because an isekai means you're getting transported in another world, strictly speaking. So, for example, Digimon, the Digimon anime is an isekai. To give you an example of an old anime that is actually an isekai, Digimon is an isekai. Escaflowne is an isekai. Animes like that. Okay, I found it. I found the tweet. Let me show you. That was a tweet, Kuma. So the original tweet was this question: do you even know her? So that was the tweet. And that's what the guy answered. I won't say these words though, because I don't want to have problems with Twitch-sama, but Twitter, when you don't know some random anime show from the 80s that's called I got reincarnated as Didi and now I want to go to the store to buy a cupcake. The guy didn't know about Haruhi, you know. Haruhi nowadays, I joke about it with my friends. And at first it was a joke, but nowadays I think it's becoming more and more true. Now, every time I talk about Haruhi Suzumiya, I say it's an obscure anime, underground anime. That to know about Haruhi Suzumiya means you really are an underground anime fan, pretty much, you know. And at first, I was saying that as a joke because I was thinking, damn, who doesn't know about Haruhi? It's such an iconic anime that defined the medium. Everyone knows about Haruhi Suzumiya. But nowadays, the more and more you talk about Haruhi to random people on the internet, like for example on Discord or social media, you realize that a lot of people don't know about it, you know. They know about Lucky Star and they know about Azumanga Daioh because of the memes, you know, just because of the memes, but they don't know about Haruhi. This is one of my favorite GIFs. I mean, it's a pretty fun one, that's true. I mean, I don't mind it. It's really the tweets, you know. The guy pretty much exposed himself as an anime tourist. That was the tweet. That's insane. And a bit sad too, because Haruhi is really one of the most important anime ever of the 2000s. You could argue that the otaku community wouldn't be like it was nowadays if Haruhi didn't existed, because it's really when Haruhi released that the otaku community in the West started to get bigger and bigger, that people started to go to conventions and then cosplay as Haruhi Suzumiya or Kion or Nagato, all of the characters from Haruhi. It really got big starting with Haruhi Suzumiya. And then you had all those other animes that followed afterwards that people started to cosplay as the characters. But Haruhi was really the first where it really got that big. Let's go, let's continue. I think it's a bit sad. Sometimes I'm jump and I'm missing my jump. I think I realized something, actually. When I do the somersault jump, because there are two ways to jump in Metroids. You can do a standard neutral jump, and if you hold the direction and you jump, Samus starts to do a lot of flips. A somersault. I got it. Even with how big Death Note was, Haruhi has and had a bigger impact. I mean, that's an interesting topic, actually. Because Haruhi, I would argue that Haruhi wasn't necessarily more popular than Death Note. Death Note is an example of an anime that got really big in the mainstream. At least in the West. I don't know if that was the case in the USA, but in Europe, Death Note was really one of the first anime that really got big in the mainstream, and that wasn't Dragon Ball or Naruto or One Piece, you know. But the difference between Death Note and Haruhi is that Death Note is really it's an anime. It's a thriller, you know. But the characters and everything, Death Note, the way it is written, like the manga, the way it is narrated and written, it really feels Western in the story, you know, the way it is presented. Death Note is actually really compatible with the West. It's kind of like how Cowboy Bebop was a thing before Death Note, you know, like animes like Cowboy Bebop, Death Note. I could also add Monster in the list. Those are anime that are really compatible with the West, way more than with Japan, because of the way it is shown or drawn. But when you look at Haruhi, Haruhi has a lot of quirky characters. You have obviously Haruhi, Suzumiya, you have Nagato, you have Mikuru, you have even Kion, you have all of those quirky, flashy characters that are fun to cosplay. In Death Note, you have Light, obviously, but Light is just a high schooler, you know, a high school student, and then a uni student. Light is pretty much a normal person, because that was the point of Death Note. Is like a normal student who got his hands on a book, the Death Note, and he happens to be really smart. Then he's going to start using the Death Note to fulfill his goal, you know, to make a perfect world, pretty much. But Light, the Light character, is a pretty standard, simple character. Then you look at Haruhi. Haruhi is the type of character that people love to cosplay because she is quirky, you know. And I think that's pretty much how it works. There are anime that are more compatible with cosplay. For example, in Monster, the Monster manga or anime, you could cosplay the character. For example, you could cosplay as Tenma, the main character from Monster, but it's not a fun, quote-unquote, cosplay to do, because it's a pretty standard cosplay, you know. You could cosplay as Tenma when he was a doctor, for example, but it's pretty basic. But if you cosplay as Haruhi, it's pretty fun, you know. It's a fun cosplay to do. So I think that's why it got really big amongst the otaku community and anime conventions, you know. Misa is a good example, actually. You're right, in Death Note. If there is a cosplay to do in Death Note, it would be Misa, for sure. Even more considering she's a cosplayer herself, right? Oh, Ladni! Ladni-chama! Hello, hello! Hope you're doing fine. I'm doing really good. I loved your drawing, by the way. That was a pretty cool drawing. I should show it again, because I actually showed it on stream. But earlier, when I woke up, actually, not when I woke up, because when I woke up, I didn't went immediately on social media, because I was doing some chores with my mother, and then I was busy doing some stuff. And then I checked Blue Sky, and I actually got a ping with this drawing. Let me show you again. This one. I love it. I think I didn't told you via DM, by the way, Latni, but I think you really nailed the Karekano and more generally shoujo aesthetic. I love it. Look at this. Okay, that wasn't the one. I should put the picture again. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one, Kuma. Let me show you. That's the wrong one. I still got it. My screenshots. I actually got a lot of Karekano screenshots. I think I showed that one. I love that one of Yukino. Look at this. She really nailed the style. I think that's a great drawing, you know. And I love it because she drew me. Actually, the story is that she drew me as Yukino because I said yesterday I was talking about pretty much a bit of how I was during my school years and during my high school years. And I said I was a model student, which is true. I was really a model student, and in some ways, I was really behaving similarly to Yukino in Kalikano. It was a success study then. Yes, it was perfect. I would give it a 10 out of 10, for sure. I think you really nailed the style, obviously, and just the drawing looks great. It looks great, Kuma. You should follow Latni. If any of you don't follow her, you should. She's on Blue Sky and Twitter, and she's sharing a lot of great drawings. She also recently posted a drawing about Clauvio, the VTuber, and that looks great. I really like the colors you were using for the drawing. I loved it. That's a great one. A talented artist, Kuma, as I love them. I really hope that even in the era of artificial intelligence, that people will keep drawing and people will keep to learn how to draw. Because I think it's sad that there are some people actually got told that in the past, that they think learning to draw is useless. And I think it's insane when someone says that learning to draw is useless. I think it's insane and a bit sad. Enough compliment. You're like me. You're like me. I always struggle to take compliments. You would be surprised, but when I saw the drawing, I was like you. I didn't know how to react because I loved it, but I'm not used to see drawings of me like that. You know, I'm not used to it. So I was really, really touched by what you did, Latni. I really appreciate it. Thank you. That was nice. Where's my chat here? Okay, I still got Axel chat because again, I would like to be able to see the redeems of my channel points on my Twitch chat. Okay, let's try again. I'm really bad at taking compliments too. That's for sure. So I see what you mean, Ladni. I see it. I understand. Okay, this part is actually easy now, but I just realized I don't have only one missile left. That's not a lot. Okay, this guy, I can kill him. This fish. That's a disaster. That's a bad jump. That was a bad jump. I don't like this noise. I don't like it. Yes, I can do this jump. I already tried it, but I wanted to be sure. That was a bad idea. That was a bad idea, Kuma. I think AI has exposed hidden opportunities. Imagine someone opening commissions in 2020. I will draw anything in Ghibli style. The trends still go viral and everything. I mean, that's true, but that's actually a good example because indeed now there is this new trend of doing the Ghibli style. And by the way, we shouldn't call it the Ghibli style. By the way, it's not the Ghibli style. It's a style of it's a type of aesthetic that was actually used in a lot of old school anime, even before Ghibli was a thing, because a lot of people don't know that, but Studio Ghibli isn't as old as you could expect, you know. Miyazaki-san was already making anime before making Studio Ghibli. And you could find this style in actually earlier anime from this era. So from before Totoro and all of those other Ghibli movies. But yes, I think that the problem is if people start to use AI, to rely too much on AI to produce outputs, it won't be original anymore, you know. The thing I think will happen, I think that people will value human artists even more. Believe it or not. I believe that people will value human artists even more because the true art enthusiasts will start looking more for real artists, to ask them for commissions or to ask them for drawings. That's what I believe. Because if anyone can use artificial intelligence to output drawings, it's not original anymore, you know. It doesn't give it value, I think. I don't want to go here. He did it again. He did it again in the door. I want to beat this game. I won't give up. Even if I don't beat it today, I will try again. Also, I wanted to show there's actually a pretty nice a picture that I like. Let me show you. Let me show you. That's a good example of what I mean, at least for me. I think I have it here. Let me see. No, not here. Looking through my folders. That's a funny and a bit sad picture, but that's an example of what I mean. This one. Oh, it's big. It's funny. It's centered on the boobies. It's centered on the boobies already. But that's not what I want to show. This one, you know. You see all of those people that are looking at the AI art because it's used to make LUDs and output big anime boobies. So you see a lot of people here. And then you see her, one of the dragon maids. She's actually one of the dragon maids from Yu-Gi-Oh! Because they made an archetype based on dragon maids. I think it's inspired by the anime, actually, which is pretty cool. And you see her with her drawings, human paintings, you know, pretty much. I would rather go to see her heart, go to see her, than to go here for the boobies. Because anime boobies, like, there's nothing special about them, you know? Even then, I think a big thing with artists on Twitter, and that's actually a pretty interesting topic too. I think that there is already a problem with social media, even before the era of AI art, is that social media obviously relies on engagement. If you want to get known, you need engagement. And in order to get engagement, you need to output popular works because people will end up obviously liking and retweeting your art if you're doing popular stuff, you know. And I think it's a bit sad because that's how you end up with a lot of artists that obviously will only draw what is popular. I understand why they do that though, you know, and I don't complain or criticize it. But I think that's one of the downside of social media. So when you see, for example, someone like Ladney, that pretty much she draws whatever she wants and then posts it on social media, it's refreshing because you see something else, you know. you see another type of drawings, other type of works, and I really like it. I really like to follow artists that are doing something different. Do art, not products. Exactly. That's well put. But again, I don't blame the artist who do it that way, because if you want to make it your job, I guess you have to do it that way. But it's a bit of a shame, because there are a lot of artists that are really, really talented. Like, they're really talented artists, but they only draw the same thing because they know that's what's working. Like, for example, I know a lot of Japanese artists. They specialize on a specific type of drawing. For example, they will draw characters with big boobs, and then they will only do that. And I don't mind it because I like lewd stuff, so it's not like I'm complaining about it, but that these artists, if they wanted to do it, they could draw something else. They could, because they have the talent for it. But on Twitter and Blue Sky, unfortunately, you have to rely on engagement. At least if you want to grow bigger, I guess. That's how it works. But yes, as I said, I would rather go to see the Dragon Maid, like downright on the picture, than to just go to see the AI art here, because everyone can do that now. You just pick any type of image generator or any type of AI tool, then you put the prompts and you get your lewds. But anyone can do that. Anyone can do that, So it doesn't make it special. It's more special when it's someone who put their heart into the drawing and did everything themselves. That's how I see it. Maybe it's a bit naive, I don't know, but I love artists. I love them. Why did I try to crouch here? Why did I try to crouch? But to tell you today the truth, I'm not what you would describe as anti-AI. I'm not against the artificial intelligence, and I'm gonna tell you why. Damn, right when I'm talking, I'm losing my focus. I'm dead. I'm gonna tell you why. I think it's unavoidable. That's a word, right? Unavoidable, It's the evolution of the technology. When we accepted computers in our daily life, it was going to happen. Like, computers were going to get smarter, and we were going to be able to start implementing models that would work like artificial intelligence. Because strictly speaking, what we have right now isn't true artificial intelligence, It's not like the androids, as you can see in sci-fi works, But we did some kind of progress. And I think it was going to happen anyway. So we should learn to, I guess, live with it. Because it was unavoidable. It was unavoidable, And I think it's a bit stupid, I guess. I don't want to use a bad word, but there are people that are really overreacting, and they're like, we shouldn't accept AI. It's the worst thing that can happen. It's going to destroy everything. I mean, yes, it's going to change, but it's the natural evolution of things, Here it's me, Eureka, as the scientist, thinking about this topic, because I think it's lame that people are using, like lazy people are using AI to try to output drawings and then share them and then say that they're doing art stuff and stuff. But those people, I would tell you, they were lazy to begin with. They were going to do it, whether you like it or not. And the people that like this type of drawings, I don't think they were necessarily compatible with art. They don't necessarily have a big sensibility for art. That's what I believe, because you can ask anyone that really pay attention to drawings and really pay attention to how it looks, to the colors, to the way it is drawn, to the art style. You can ask them, show them an AI drawing as it's done right now. They won't like it because it's so easy to see the defaults in the drawing. Bolilili-san, I stutter. Stuttering. That's cute. Did you mean compliment or as a compliment? Eureka, please talk about AI as a compliment and not a compliment. I mean, I guess I said... What did I say again? I forgot. I was just trying to explain my point of view regarding AI. I think it's dumb to be anti-AI, because you can't avoid it. There were people that were against computers back then, believe it or not. We weren't born, for the most part, to experience it, because computers are starting to get old by now, but some people didn't like computers at all, because it was stealing their job. But that's just how it is. It's the technology, how it evolves, how it gets smarter. It can be avoided. And there are some use cases for the artificial intelligence that are really interesting. For example, everything related to the medical aspect, of it. AI can be helpful in a lot of situations, and honestly, if it can replace some of the bad jobs, even nowadays there are jobs that I believe no human beings should do because it's really tiring, it's really wasting their health. I think there are jobs that it shouldn't be done by human beings. If it can be replaced by robots, I think it's a good thing. But now, obviously, the other problem is that if you're losing your job and you can't find another job, that's a problem, obviously. That's a problem. But here, it's mostly a problem because our government sucks, for the most part. Okay, I'm doing really bad now. AI creating proteins out of nowhere. It's really impressive. I think nowadays we've already seen a lot of impressive stuff. And keep in mind, it's really the early level of AI. I think in some ways we shouldn't even describe it as AI, because to me true AI or artificial intelligence will happen the day we'll be able to completely map the human brain. To this day, it's still not the case. We haven't mapped the human brain in its entirety. The day scientists will be able to map a human brain in its entirety, I think sky is the limit, obviously. Sky is the limit. Also, I apologize if I'm stuttering a bit myself, because usually when I feel a bit tired, I don't speak as well, Kuma. My English gets even more clunkier, unfortunately. That's how it is. The Eureka experience. Nice. I'm really getting stuck in this part of the game. That's insane. What a bitch! This guy's a bitch. This guy, this spiky Metroid is a bitch. He's a bitch. Did you see that? I jumped and he pushed me. What a bully. I was looking at the new Google AI thing. I wanted to throw the whole script of a visual novel into it and ask it to accurately roleplay as my waifu. Yes, that's the type of stuff you could do with AI now. Another thing I've seen, I don't know if you saw it, Microsoft released an implementation of Quake, and the levels were being generated on the fly. It's pretty bad, like it feels pretty bad to play, but it's still impressive that there is an example of a game that gets generated on the fly. In the sense you were progressing through the game and you were getting new environments. It's weird, it's really weird to play and it doesn't feel good, but it's still impressive. Damn, that's really bad. And I'm dead. The game looks like a dream, going places but nowhere at the same time. It reminded me of the LSD game I played last time. LSD Dream Emulator, that's the gimmick. I'm sure someday there's someone that's going to release an AI game that works this way, based on LSD Dream Emulator, and you could play the game and just explore new things without limits. But yes, it really does feel like a dream. Should I try to go in another place? Because I'm really struggling with this part. Nice-oo. Honestly, I wonder if we are going to experience real androids in our lifetime. That's what I wonder. I think maybe it's too early for that, you know. Androids. It's maybe a bit too early. But we don't know. When there is a breakthrough in science, it goes really fast. It can go really fast. In the sense, for years and years you can have nothing, like no new development, and then randomly, a day, they manage to map the human brain, and then you get new stuff. Boliso has a lot of waifus, by the way, right? He has a lot of waifus. I think my visual novel waifu would be Ayu Tsukimiya from Canon. I love her. Ayu. She's nice. Boliso farms waifus. Literally, he's playing gacha. He's playing gacha games, so that's literally what he's doing. Oh my god. Okay, at least I got it. He's farming waifus. Oh, why did I shouldn't have moved. Okay, I got it, but now I have 0 missiles. This game is hard. Can I get more missiles, please? Missile drops. Okay, that's bad. I fucked up. I fucked up, guys. Oh no. Okay, okay. I'm still alive. That's my personal best, actually. I think those things respawn, so I should pay attention. Come on, I knew it! Oh! No, I got farther though. I got farther. That is hard. Haluchin, yes. Naruhodo. I just want NPCs that can hold grudges against you. Like one day playing Minecraft with your friends. Wait, what the fuck? Why are the NPCs attacking us? Oh, sorry, I did hit one of them last week. An NPCs waging organized war against you. I really think there is a lot of potential in the how the characters behave. You know, I hope that's how it's going to be used in video games, honestly. Because I think they should use AI to improve the AI of the characters, you know, how smart they react, and not just use it for doing the art and the textures. Like, I wish they would still keep using real artists to do the art style, to draw the characters, to do everything related to the presentation of the game, and then use AI to implement the behavior of the characters. I think that would be the perfect compromise. That would be perfect, because AI in video gaming is notorious to be dumb. It was the case forever, and it didn't really improve since the beginning. It didn't really improve because it's hard to do a real good AI. So if we can use AI to make it better, that could work. I'm still stuck. Oh, I don't have missiles now. Let me try it once more. I love this animation in the elevator. Missiles. I want missiles. Please. The spawns are random. Nice. Give me more. Give me more. Okay, if I can... Oh, damn. If I can get 2 more, that would be nice. Okay, that's enough. I love the sound effects in this game. I think that's what made this game really great in the sound designs. The sound effects. Especially the one when you open the door. Oh, I got it. Nice. I got it this time. Some life back. Can I get some more? Nice. Here I got almost everything at maximum. Got it. I wish real life had sound effects. That would be sick. Imagine opening a doors and then you get the boop boop from Metroid. I would love it. Or if you could just switch the type of sound effects you have in real life on the fly. Like for example, if you wake up and you feel in a sci-fi mood, you would put the Metroid sound effects. If you wake up another day and you feel in a Mario mood, you would use the Mario sound effects. That would be fun. Okay, here I got everything at maximum. I should try to pass this part, please. Let me try. I can't do it. Oh my god. Maybe I should just run. I don't know why I tried to kill them, but... Oh my god, I hate this part. Why did I fail this drum? Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know how to beat this part. You have to turn that option. Nobody told ya. Really? Really, there's an option for that. I didn't know. The thing that I do though, but that's quirky and really random. But for example, when I read a conversation on Discord, you know, and someone is using emojis, anime emojis, I hear them. In my head, I always hear the emojis you are using. At least if you're using an anime emojis, I hear them. I can hear them in my head. I do. So for example, if you're using a crying emoji, I hear you crying. If you're using a laughing emoji, I hear you laughing. If you're using a humi emoji, I hear you humi humi. I hear it. I can hear it, guys. Wasn't that a thing though? They implemented the sound emoji on Discord, but I can't use them. Let me see. On my channel. I think I did upload them, but it disappeared. They added an option on Discord to upload a soundboard with sound emojis, but I can't use them myself. I can't. I don't know if it's because you have to have Nitro or if you need to be... I don't know. It's weird. I'm getting clobbered by Metroids. That's insane. Let me see if I can get... Okay, I would rather get life though, because I only got 30 points of life. Okay, how do I do it now? I'm dying again. Oh my god. I think I will try another direction. Because I'm getting clobbered. I know that you can unlock bombs in the first game already. So maybe with bombs, I would struggle less against those enemies. Like placing bombs on the ground. But that's hard. NES games were really hard. Damn, even going back is a... Oh my god. Even going back is a challenge. No! I'm stuck in hell. Oh no, I can't believe it. I shouldn't have done that, guys. What happened here? I forgot about that. Since I went back to the previous zone and I died here, it actually respawned me at the beginning of the game. Is that a joke? Is that a joke? Well, at least I still have my power-ups, but... Old games were really hard. If anything, that's already surprising that this game has checkpoints, you know. The fact that this game has checkpoints depending on the zone you are makes it already a bit easier than other games. But here is... Damn, that is annoying. Why? Why? Well, at least this part is easy, so... I can do it fast. Here, I almost failed my jump again. This part is easy. Nice. And then, which door did I take last time? I think it's the one... I don't remember. Was it the first one or the second one? I think it's the first one I should take. Because the other... Oh, what if I think I can unlock a door, actually. Let me try. I'm pretty sure there is a door that I can unlock now, since I got the missiles. Okay, that was a bad jump. So not this one, I wanna go to the second one. This one. I think it was this one, right? Damn, I got hit, but at least I killed one of them. Oh, there's this one. Okay, what if I use... Nani? So it's not this way. I thought you could unlock it with a... No, you can't. You can't. Okay. I misremembered then. That's a shame. And what about the door at the top? I forgot. There is a third door upstairs. Oh no. Oh no, you're losing health in the sand. When I go back here, this game is hard. This game is hard. I lost a lot of life, by the way, when I was getting hit. At least I got better at this game, because, as I said, it's been so long I haven't played the first Metroid. If anything, I think I was still in middle school the last time I played it. So it's ages ago. Maybe I should try to kill them, because I need life. And those things, I think you can't even kill them with a missile. Yes, you can't. They're invincible. They're cheating. Why did I miss my jump? Now I am only getting missiles. When I want life, it's giving me missiles, and when I want missiles, it's giving me life. That's a troll. Okay, it was here. Yes, I don't remember at all which path I took last time. This is an ancient game. Yes, it's one of the first game ever. I mean, maybe not first games ever, but still, it's really old. But really good though. Considering how old it is. But it's ancient, that's for sure. You can't even crouch in the first Metroid. Do you imagine? You can't crouch. You can't. Like how in the first Sonic the Hedgehog game, you can't do a spin dash. Or how in the first Resident Evil game, you can't do a quick turn. Okay, I think this one is another... What are those? Oh my god. What is this? Oh, and I can't jump anyway, right? I need a bigger jump. Oh, but I can do this. I can do this. Oh no, how do I do that? I should break it, but I guess you break it with a bomb here. I guess you break it with a bomb. Okay, I will try it one last time for today, guys. But I did some progress, I guess. I learned a bit how to play the game again. Maybe I could try Super Metroid next time though, even though I still want to beat this game on stream. That will be one of my challenges, but I also got Super Metroid to stream. right on the Metroid. Right on him. Alright. That's a pretty long and high zone when you think about it, because you have to do a lot of jumps before getting to the first door. It almost feels at times that it's looping, because it's really high. What if I go down this time? Here. Oh, they're going so high. Oh, not those guys again. I'm pain. Pain, and I don't get. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, one last time. I think I should try to do. What I should try to do. I think I want to do it the old-fashioned way. Or maybe I should check the manual, I don't know. But I think I want to do the map on paper. Because what's really hard about the first Metroid game is that there are so many places to explore and you don't have a map. You have to remember it, or to do the map yourself. That was bad already. Oh, I'm hungry. I'm hungry, so it doesn't help. It doesn't help. I think I should probably eat because I'm hungry. Okay, I think I will stop for today, guys. I did some progress though, but this game is hard. NES games are really hard. One of my best feats on NES games was beating the first Ninja Gaiden without dying, which is pretty much one of the hardest games on the NES. But really those games is all about learning how to play them properly, because every game is different. It's not because you're getting used, for example, to Ninja Gaiden that you're going to be good at Metroid or Castlevania. Because the way the games works are, yes, I did it. I think I can show it, by the way, because I have a page with my... I got a profile on Retro Achievements. Let me show you. Let me show you. Here. Actually, one of the only sets I completed for now. And I did it. What's really impressive about it? I mean, I don't know if that's that impressive, but I got impressed at myself for doing it that fast. It only took me 3 days to master the game. Because when I started doing it, I was only playing this game for 3 days and I wanted to get better. And eventually I beat it. I completed it without dying in one single run. And I realized I only did it in 3 days. So I got impressed at myself. If I can find it here. My list of games. Does it show everything? I don't remember. Oh, but I can show it here. So this is where's Firefox? Capture. I can find you. I can find it. Oh, it's here. Here. My profile, right here. This is where I get, usually when I get achievements, it gets updated. As you can see here, currently, I'm playing Metroid, so it's linked to my profile. And here, on the left, you can see the list of games I played and completed. For example, I'm close to get all of the achievements on Rayman 2 here. Maybe I should move myself a bit so you can see it. Here, if I can move myself like this, on the right, pretty much. A Ninja Gaiden, I got all of the achievements. Where is it? Where is it? Here? All of them. And it included beating the game in one run without dying. And as you can see here, because they put in how much time I mastered it in 3 days and 18 hours. So let's say closer to 4 days, but still, that's a short time. That is a short time, because I didn't play the game without interruption 3 days in a row, you know. I think I mostly played it during the day, because I had some free time. I played it during the day, but I didn't play it like 24 hours out of 24. When it says mastered in 3 days, it just means that I started the game, I think it was June 10th, and I finished it the June 13th, like getting the last achievements. And I'm pretty impressed at myself, because Ninja Gaiden, like, I don't know if you already played the game, but it's a really hard game. It is considered as one of the hardest games on the NES. Really. So that's cool. I like it. Alright, so I think I'm gonna stop the stream right now, guys, but I had fun. Even though I felt a bit tired, so that may be why I struggled a bit with Metroid, but I still plan to beat it, even though next time I will probably play Super Metroid, because I wanna see the difference between the two games. To remember the difference. Like, I know that in Super Metroid you can actually crouch, which is insane. An insane upgrade. But that's pretty much it. I want to thank, as always, Bolisu, Prince Anime, Laddi Chama, Oni Densetsu, and anyone else who was watching. And again, thank you for your drawing, Ladni. I really appreciate it. And as I said, if you want to follow the artist, just look for Ladni Void on Twitter or Blue Sky. You could give them a follow, because I think they're a really good artist, really. But I really appreciate the drawing. That was nice. That was nice, Kuma. I loved it. And I'm gonna stream next time this weekend. Saturday, I should be here around the same time, 3 p.m. CEST. So Saturday and Sunday, I think I should be streaming. But until then, I won't be streaming. So I hope to see you next time, guys. I hope you're having a nice day. I'm feeling a bit better than the last few days, so that's nice. And I always love streaming. Always feels nice. So see ya, guys. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye. See you next time. Bye-bye.